Hello students, today we will be dealing with the redox reaction. Basically, these redox reactions are defined as those reactions where the oxidation and reduction, both the reactions occur simultaneously. So, if I am to define these redox reactions, the definition will be so if in a reaction, oxidation of one substance and reduction of another substance occurs, then this type of reactions are defined as oxidation reduction reactions, or the another name for these can be given as redox reactions. So, as we have seen that the oxidation and reduction reactions are the two important reactions that are useful to define the redox reaction. So here, first of all, we will be dealing with the examples of these redox reactions. Before this, we will be dealing with these two reactions separately, and here we will go through these oxidation and reduction reactions in a comparative form. So here I am going to make a chart for these oxidation and reduction reactions. These oxidation and reduction reactions can be defined on different bases, and the very first definition but what we can give for these oxidation reactions is these oxidation reactions are defined as those reactions or those processes where the where the addition of oxygen occurs. So this is the very first definition for this oxidation reaction. It is the process where the addition of oxygen occurs. For example, if I talk about carbon, when it is made to react with oxygen, it is converted into carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide. If I talk about the conversion from carbon to carbon dioxide, so here we can see that at the side of reactant, this carbon was in elemental state, while at the side of product, it is in compound state, and this compound is of carbon and oxygen. So here it is going to add with oxygen to form carbon dioxide, and since here in this process this carbon is undergoing the process of addition of oxygen, so this can be defined as the oxidation of carbon. On the other hand, opposite of this, reduction is defined as the process where the removal of oxygen occurs. Such as, if I talk about the reaction of zinc oxide, that is ZNO, when it is made to react with coke, that is in the form of carbon. So by the reaction, it is converted into carbon monoxide and the zinc in the atomic state is formed. So here in the starting, this zinc was in compound state with oxygen, and finally it is going to convert into elemental zinc. So as we can see that this is the process of removal of oxygen. Initially this oxygen was attached with this zinc, and finally this zinc is undergoing for the removal of oxygen. So here this process can be defined as the process of reduction. On the other hand, if I see the another example of this reduction process, so initially if I start with magnesium oxide, and by the process if it is converted into elemental magnesium and the oxygen gas. So here this magnesium atom, which was initially in the combined state with oxygen, finally it is going to convert into elemental magnesium by the process of removal of oxygen. So here it is the process of removal of oxygen, and it can be defined as the reduction process. On the other hand, if I see the another example of this oxidation process, so when this carbon monoxide is made to react with oxygen further, then by the further addition of oxygen, it is converted into carbon dioxide. Here we can see that initially this one atom of carbon was combined with only one atom of oxygen, and finally this one atom of carbon is going to combine with two atoms of oxygen. So this is further going for the addition of oxygen, and here we can say that here the oxidation of carbon monoxide is going on. So this is the very first definition for this oxidation and reduction reaction. And now we will further define this oxidation and reduction on the basis of their behavior towards hydrogen atom. The second definition what we can use to define these oxidation and reduction reaction is oxidation is defined as the process where the removal of hydrogen occurs. So if a substance is undergoing for the loss of hydrogen or it is undergoing the removal of hydrogen atoms, then it can be defined as the oxidation process. For example, if I made this hydrogen sulfide, that is H2S, with the aqueous solution of bromine, that is bromine in the aqueous solution, then by the reaction it is converted into two molecules of hydrogen bromide and sulfur is found in the elemental state. So here we can see that at the side of reactant the sulfur was in combined state with hydrogen, and finally it is going to convert into elemental sulfur where no any hydrogen atom is with this sulfur atom. So here this sulfur atom is going to remove its two hydrogen when it is converted into product sulfur atom. So this process can be defined as the process of oxidation. Same as if I made this hydrogen chloride, that is HCl, reacted with manganese dioxide, the formula is MnO2. So when this reaction is carried out in the presence of external heat supply, then by the reaction we get manganese chloride MnCl2 as the very first product. We get two molecules of water, that are 2H2O, and as the products we get two molecules of chlorine. So if I talk about the position of chlorine here, so initially this chlorine was in combined state with hydrogen atom, and finally it is going to convert into molecular chlorine. So here this process is of removal of hydrogen. So here it can be defined as the process of oxidation. On the other hand, at the opposite of this, reduction can be defined as the process where the addition of hydrogen occurs. For example, when this chlorine molecule is made to react with hydrogen sulfide again, then by the reaction it is converted into hydrogen chloride, and again this sulfur is found in the elemental state. So here we can see that initially this chlorine was in elemental state and it was not combined with hydrogen atom, and finally when it is going to convert into product, it is going to combine with one atom of hydrogen. So this is the process of the addition of hydrogen, and here it can be defined as the process of reduction. Same as if I made this sulfur react with hydrogen gas, then this is the process for the formation of hydrogen sulfide gas, and by the reaction, and in this reaction we can see that this sulfur is going to add with two atoms of hydrogen as it is going to convert into product. So this is the process of the addition of hydrogen, and here it can be defined as the reduction process. So this is about the second definition to define these oxidation and reduction reaction. And now further, these oxidation and reduction reactions can be defined on the basis of their behavior towards electropositive and electronegative elements. So that is the third reaction for these types of oxidation and reduction reactions. And here this oxidation reaction is defined as the process where the addition of an electronegative element occurs to the substance. So this is the process of addition of electronegative element. For example, if I made this iron, that is Fe, reacted with chlorine gas, that is Cl2, then by the reaction it is converted into ferric chloride, that is FeCl3. If I talk about the position of this iron, so initially it was in elemental state, and finally it is going to combine with chlorine, that is a non-metal, or I can say it's an electronegative element. So since it's the process of the addition of an electronegative element, here we can take this as the example of oxidation reaction. Same as if I talk about the two chlorides of tin, The very first I am going to start with stannous chloride, that is SnCl2. When it is further reacted with chlorine, by the reaction it is converted into stannic chloride, that is SnCl4. So here this tin, that is stannum, is initially it was combined with 2 atoms of chlorine, and finally it is further going for the addition of some more atoms of chlorine and is going to be converted into SnCl4. So this is the process of addition of an electronegative element, and here this can be defined as the oxidation reaction. At the opposite of this, reduction is defined as the process where the removal of electronegative element occurs. For example, if I talk about this iron chloride, ferric chloride, so by heating, when it is converted into ferrous chloride, that is FeCl2, and a molecule of chlorine. Now, these oxidation and reduction reactions can also be defined on the basis of their behavior towards electropositive and electronegative elements, such as this addition reaction can be defined as the process where the addition of an electronegative element occurs to the substance. So this is the process of addition of an electronegative element. For example, if I made this iron, that is Fe, reacted with chlorine, the formula of the chlorine molecule is Cl2. Then by the process, it is converted into ferric chloride, and the formula of ferric chloride is FeCl3. So here in the balanced form, it will be 3 molecules of chlorine and 2 molecules of ferric chloride will be formed. So here we can see that this iron, which was initially in elemental state, is finally going to combine with 3 atoms of chlorine, that is a non-metal, or it's an electronegative element. So in this process, this iron is undergoing the addition of an electronegative element. So here this process can be defined as the process of oxidation. Same as if I talk about the 2 chlorides of tin or stannum, initially I am going to start with stannous chloride, that is SnCl2. When it is made to react with chlorine gas, by the reaction it is converted into stannic chloride, that is SnCl4. So here in this reaction, initially this tin was combined with 2 atoms of chlorine, and it is further going to add with the atoms of chlorine and is going to convert it into SnCl4. So here is the addition of an electronegative element, and here it can be defined as the process of oxidation. On the other hand, at the opposite of this, reduction can be defined as the process where the removal of this non-metal or an electronegative element occurs. Such as if I start with this ferric chloride, that is FeCl3. So by the process, if it is converted into ferrous chloride, that is FeCl2, and a chlorine molecule is evolved here. So in this process, here we can see that is iron, which is in the compound state with chlorine. It is undergoing for the loss of some chlorine atoms, and here since here is the process of a removal of chlorine, that is an electronegative element. So here this process can be defined as the reduction process. Same as if I start with ferrous sulfide, that is FeS. By heating, if it is converted into iron and elemental sulfur. So here this iron, which was initially in the compound state with a non-metal, is finally going to convert in elemental iron by the loss of sulfur, that is a non-metal. So here this is the process of the removal or the loss of a non-metal. So this can be defined as the process of reduction. So this is the definition on the basis of the behavior towards electronegative element. Now we will be defining these oxidation and reduction reaction on the basis of their behavior towards electropositive element or metals. The fourth definition that we can give to define these oxidation and reduction reactions is, this oxidation is defined as the process of removal of electropositive element. For example, if I talk about the reaction of potassium iodide Ki with chlorine, that is Cl2. So by the reaction of these two reactants, potassium chloride, that is KCl, is formed and iodine we found in the molecular state. If I talk about the behavior of iodine here, so initially this iodine was in combined state with a metal and finally it's going for the process of removal of this metal. So this is the process that can be defined as the oxidation process, and here we can see that the oxidation of iodine is undergoing. Same as if I talk about the reaction of sodium bromide, that is NaBr, with chlorine gas, that is Cl2. So by the reaction, again this chlorine nonmetal displaces the bromine nonmetal, and by the reaction we get sodium chloride NaCl, and bromine is found in the gaseous state. To make this reaction balance, here we will be using 2 molecules of sodium bromide, and finally we will be getting 2 molecules of sodium chloride. So here, if I talk about the behavior of bromine here, so initially it was in combined state, in compound state with sodium metal, and finally it's going for the removal of this sodium metal. So here this process can also be taken as the example of oxidation reaction, and here we can say that the oxidation of bromine is undergoing. Same as the reduction can also be defined on the basis of the behavior of substance towards the electropositive element. And the definition what we can give here is reduction is the process where the addition of electropositive element or a metal occurs. Such as if I talk about the reaction of chlorine with magnesium, so by the reaction we get the chloride of magnesium, that is MgCl2. If I talk about this chlorine, so this chlorine was initially in elemental state and finally it is going to make a compound with the magnesium metal. So this is the process of the addition of electropositive magnesium to chlorine, and here we can say that the reduction of chlorine is undergoing. The another example that we can give here is when we made this iodine with, again I am using the mercury here, that is a metal. So by the reaction we get the iodide of mercury, that is HgI2. Here if I talk about the behavior of this iodine nonmetal here, so this iodine is going to attach with mercury metal, and since it's the addition of an electropositive element, here we can say that the iodine is undergoing the process of reduction. So this is the definition, or these are the definitions of oxidation and reduction on the basis of their behavior towards oxygen, hydrogen, electropositive or electronegative elements. Now we will be going for the modern concept to define the oxidation and reduction reaction. And this modern concept includes the electronic behavior of the substance, and the second definition that we can give to define oxidation and reduction reaction is what's their oxidation number or how it's going to change in a reaction. So there are the two concepts that are included in the modern concept of these redox reaction. The very first is electronic concept and the second one is oxidation number concept that we will be dealing in the next class.